Defunding the police. You do that and you watch crime skyrocket. We know that. Democrat cities across the country are learning that lesson the hard way. Homicides in Los Angeles County are up 95%, you guys. Things are getting so dangerous. Sheriff Alex Villanueva says he's going to process more concealed carry permits to help citizens defend themselves. Joining me now are Kira Davis, host of the Just Listen to Yourself podcast, and KABC radio talk show host John Phillips. Thank you for joining me, both of you Californians. Johnny, let me start with you. You've got a column coming out tomorrow dealing with the issue of crime. I'm a native Californian. You know, all of the country is dealing with this panic, perhaps based on COVID, and of course also when it comes to these new extraordinary laws that allow criminals to have get out of jail, to no bail. What's your take on the conditions in LA County in particular?
Well, this is predictably what happens when you defund the police. You talked about murders going up. It's not just murders. It's arson. It's rape. It's grand theft auto, and not the video game. It's violent crime across the board. And when you listen to the sheriff talk about it, the victims of these crimes are primarily the people that Democrats claim to care about. It's the poor, it's the disenfranchised, it's ethnic minorities. Cutting the police budget or the sheriff's budget $105 million, which is what the County Board of Supervisors did last year, is racist math. And that's what they did. And it's not just them. It's the mayor of Los Angeles, Eric Garcetti, who just got nominated to be ambassador to India.
Aye.
Senate Republicans should have the conversation of defunding the police when he sits in those confirmation hearings. Make Democrats have that very uncomfortable conversation.
Well, maybe Los Angelenos should be happy because at least he'll be out of Los Angeles. You know, and Kira, in the meantime, both Los Angeles and San Francisco are dealing with DAs that seem to be sending a message that you can go and do whatever crime you want, because clearly there's a signaling that's going on with Gascón and with Boudin. What is going on with these district attorneys, and do they actually believe that this is somehow good for their cities when we see what's happened?
They have absolutely no care in the world whether or not it's good for the cities. This is the Black Lives Matter agenda, and that's how Gascón got into office. He ran on Black Lives Matter, and as you recall, Tammy, it was a very heated summer. Emotions were running high, and a lot of people in LA weren't really happy with Jackie Lacey, and so they kind of jumped on the Gascón bandwagon because, okay, Black Lives Matter, defund the police, this is for racial equity, and they never really looked into what he believed, but he genuinely believes in defunding the police. He is an avowed Marxist, and he has said that it is his goal to dismantle the current criminal justice system, as it is the goal of Black Lives Matter. And so he's delivering on what he promised. It's just that now people are realizing, oh, sometimes we have to take our politicians seriously when they tell us what they think.
Yeah, that was my feeling, Johnny, was that with these kinds of politicians, that they say such outrageous things, you don't even believe them. Oh, they just say that to get elected, or they're pandering to one little group, and then they'll turn into, Thomas Jefferson or George Washington when they're in office. Is that possibly what's going on here? Because, they're just saying it. It's true.
Well, what they did in California is they took elections that used to be in off-year cycles and they put them on presidential elections. So the district attorney's race, which normally would get a lot of attention, got drowned out by the presidential race. So George Gascón was saying nutty things, and George Soros was funding him, and they did it in other counties, including San Francisco and Alameda counties. But no one paid attention to it because there was the main event on the card, and that's what everyone focused on.
Now, speaking of paying attention to things, I'd like to get both of your takes on this. Johnny, Alyssa Milano says she's probably going to run for Congress. Look, and I think everybody who wants to run for Congress should. It's funny about the mentality here, though, that she thinks she might be the answer to the things that ail the country. What's your take on this?
If she thinks she's going to be a congressman from California, she's more delusional than I thought she was. To the extent that she has any name identification at all in Truckee, California, which is where she says she's going to run, it's people who think she's related to the Pepperidge Farm cookie.
Yeah, well, there you go. Kira, what's your take?
Yeah, I asked my boss, Jennifer Van Laar at Red State, about this because she lives right in the next district over, and she was like, I highly encourage her to run. I don't think it's going to end well for her. But you know what? Alyssa Milano, go ahead and run. I'm with you, Tammy. Everybody should run if you want to. And why not? You know, Hollywood actors and a lot of our Congress are both are job industries that aren't really merit-based. So
there you go. That's a great point, Kira. Kira Davis, Johnny Phillips, excellent perspectives. Thanks again for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Good luck out there in California.